Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. First of all, if you are not subscribed to my channel, kindly requesting to you to subscribe my channel. Your support is my inspiration to go forward. In the last video, we have discussed about tenses. In this video, we are going to discuss about clauses, tag questions, punctuation mark. When we discuss about clauses, a clause is a group of words that forms a part of a sentence and has a subject and a predicate of its own. There are two types of clauses. First one is independent clause or main clause, and second one is dependent clause or subordinate clause. For example, take an umbrella and because it is going to rain. Out of these two clauses, take an umbrella is an independent clause. It can stand its own. And the second word, because it's going to rain, because it is going to rain has a depend on the other clause. It is subordinate clause. And dependent clause divided into four types. First one is noun clause. For example, the child wanted his parents bought him what he wanted for Diwali. Here, subordinate clauses are functioning as subject-object complements. They are noun clauses. Second one is adjective clause. For example, I listened to the song that you told me about. Here, that you told me about functions as the modifier of the noun phrase in the song. An adjective clause mostly modifies a noun or a pronoun that appear in the subject or object position of a sentence. Third one is adverbial clause. For example, my daughter was playing with her friends while I was busy in kitchen. Adverbial clause is a subordinate clause that acts as an adverb in a sentence. And the fourth one is relative clause. For example, students who have critical listening and thinking skill often achieve good academic result. Here, a relative clause is a subordinate clause that begins with a question word. Who, which, that, whom, whose, etc. are used to introduce relative clause. And there are two types of relative clauses. First one is defining and second one is non-defining clause. Defining is, for example, the student who score highest mark in this exam will get a prize of 1,000 rupees. We use defining clause to identity or restrict the reference of a noun. We do not separate it from the rest of the sentence by commas. And the second one is non-defining clauses. We use non-defining clauses to provide additional information about noun whose identity is already established. For example, Albert Einstein, who put forward the theory of relativity, is considered the most intelligent person in the world. Next one is tag question. Tag questions are questions attached to the end of the statement to give a force to the statement. If the sentence is starting with the arm, the tag question will be aren't. If the sentence starting with is, the tag question will be isn't. And if the sentence is starting with are, the tag question will be aren't. If the sentence is starting with was, the tag question will be wasn't. If the sentence starting with can, the tag question will be can't. If the sentence starting with could, the tag question will be couldn't. For example, it is a cold door, isn't it? Diana is very clever, isn't she? He did not speak to Jane, did he? Next one is punctuation marks. They are visual indicators used in a text in order to separate sentence or a part of a sentence from another. There are 13 punctuation marks. First one is full stop, second one is comma, third one is dash, fourth one is hyphen, and fifth one is semicolon, and sixth one is double inverted comma, seventh one is single inverted comma, eighth one is column, and ninth one is apostrophe, 10th one is parenthesis, 11th one is question mark, 12th one is exclamation mark, and 13th one is capital letters. Then first of all we are going to discuss about full stop. The full stop is used to mark the end of a negative or an imperative sentence. For example, Madam Carey was a great scientist. Next one is comma. It indicates omission of a word, especially a verb. For example, you can't do that. I never. Third one is dash. A long horizontal line is used in the place of a colon or parenthesis. For example, they told us whatever was to be told, nothing could be done. Next one is hyphen. Shorter line than a dash. Used to join two or more words in a compound word. For example, she was truly tormented by her daughter-in-law. Next one is semicolon. Used to separate clauses. For example, man proposes, God disposes. Next one is column. Used to list examples and enumerations. For example, these are the points to be kept in mind. Next one is single inverted comma. Used to cite a quotation within another quotation. Next one is double inverted comma. Used to quote the exact words of the person being quoted. For example, he said, "You are my friend." Next one is apostrophe. Used to indicate the possessive of a noun. For example, the children's books are lying there. Next one is parenthesis. Used to indicate afterthought by introducing some words phrase. For example, the great man, this is how he is seen to be in the area. He is reported to have killed his wife. Next one is question mark. Used to indicate questions. Shall we take some rest? Next one is exclamation mark. Used to express a sudden expression or a strong emotions in a sentence. For example, may you live long. Next one is capital letters. Used to begin with the start as a sentence with capital letter. For example, no problem. Thanks for watching.